Welcome to Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hankster's Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom, where we own all of our vehicles. We are not a consignment dealership. If you're watching us today on YouTube, please be sure to check out our website. That website is hanksters.com. It has all of our most current inventory. We leave our YouTube videos up at all times for our subscribers to watch so they can see what quantity and quality of vehicle rolled through our showroom month after month and year after year. However, when a vehicle is funded in full, it comes down off of our website, letting you know that it's no longer available. Also, check us out on Instagram. We're going to be posting vehicles such as this one that are coming to our showroom for a photo shoot and video shoot. You may not know this, but many of our vehicles we sell don't even make our website. We have a lot of tourists that come in here and buy cars, and a lot of local people from the state of Florida that come in and they get to see cars because they're in our showroom that aren't yet on our website. So check out Instagram if you want to get a jump on what somebody else might be in the market for as well. Today we are going to present to you this 1966 Ford Mustang. Real nice car. Got the great combination going of the red exterior and then the black interior. 289 on the air cleaner. However, it is a 302 motor in the car. The car did start life as a 289. It is a 302 right now, so it is obviously not the motor that came in the car originally. There are no power brakes, but there is power steering, and there is no AC. So anytime you guys are looking to see if a car has AC, make sure you're checking. Typically it's on the passenger side. The AC compressor will be mounted on usually the front of the motor. Not always, but most commonly that's where it's located at. As I stated earlier, red in color, so it's definitely got the right color combination going with the exterior red and the interior black. We'll show you that here in a couple minutes. Chrome on the front bumper is fantastic. It looks like a newer front bumper. Mustang in the center of the grill's in good shape, and then you have the Ford designation there on the front of the hood. Overall paint quality on the car, driver quality paint. We're going to show you any imperfections or areas of concern in the paint here in this video presentation. But the the hood fits good there to the top of the driver's side fender and then to the top of the passenger side fender as well. All the gaps look to be good. BFG radial tires on the car all the way around. They have good tread on those. 289 designation on the front fender. Again, the car started life as a 289. It does have a 302 in it now. Door gaps are great, both to the front fender and then to the rear quarter, so you can check that out. Body lines are nice and straight. You can see that the body line there on the top of the driver's side fender lines up with the door and then lines up with the rear quarter real nice. And then you can see your gaps are uniform going down the back of the door and then the front of the door to the front fender. There is a little chip in the paint there at the top of the driver's side door. Little chip right there. Chrome on the door handle's in pretty good shape. You can see that when you open up the door panels in the driver's door, the door panel's in good condition. The armrest, the panel itself, there's a little bit of patina there at the top of the door panel there on the driver's side, just from the sun fade inside on the black. It says this car was purchased in Florida, so it does have that sun fade there on the top of the door driver's side. Steering wheel's in excellent condition. To me, it looks like a newer steering wheel. Paint on the steering wheel is real nice and smooth. Dash pad's in great shape. You can see that the courtesy lights illuminate when you open up the driver's side door. Underneath the floor mats, the carpeting's in good condition. Bucket seat on the driver's side, I don't see any rips or tears in the side. Typically on the driver's, you get your wear and tear right here where you slide in and out of the car. But both the insert and the exterior of the around the seat insert there are in good shape. Do have seat belts in the rear as well, and the back interior there looks the same as the front. I don't see anything that's ripped or torn or worn out. And again, the carpeting in the back there is nice underneath the floor mat. Nice car so far. Drip rail moldings are in pretty good shape. You do have your standard wear and tear, little ding right there, but overall in pretty good shape. Most of those dings on the drip rail moldings are made putting them on if people don't have the right tools. They crimp them and they manage to pinch them or ding them. 5-star American racing wheels. Those look new. You can tell that the interior of the wheel is like a faded gray, and then the exterior, of course, like the satin chrome finish. Real nice looking wheels on the car. Again, both the rims and the tires look new. Rear window glass is in pretty good condition. Deck lid fits good to the top of the rear quarters. So this is obviously your driver's side. And then your passenger side. You can see that the gaps are pretty uniform and that the deck lid fits pretty flush to the rear quarters. Mustang emblem in the center of the gas cap. Reverse lights down low under the rear bumper. Of course, the rear bumper, the chrome, is about the same quality as the front. The front bumper may be a little bit shinier, but neither one have any pitting or rust in the chrome itself, so that's a good thing. Taking a look in the trunk, you do have a full-size spare. Okay, I felt around before we did this video. There's no jack underneath the spare. There's no jack tucked in the corner, so you get a spare but no jack. Underneath the trunk mat, it's in good condition there. You can see there's no rust holes or rot. What's this? Maybe I found a little jack. Yep. See? I looked at that side, but I didn't look at this side. So you do have a little jack there tucked in the wheel well. And it's cool because it's got a matching bag to the trunk mat and the spare cover, so that's cool. But, you know, you can see, look, the gas tank looks like it's newer. The floor pans and, you know, trunk pan there looks good. No rust holes or rot holes. The trunk mat's in good condition. The spare tire cover's in good condition, so all good things. Shooting down the passenger side of the car, hopefully you guys are noticing the body lines. You know, again, the body lines on the passenger side is much the same as the driver's side. The rear quarter looks good. There's no waves in the rear quarter. There's no waves in the passenger door. There's no waves in the front fender. Hopefully you get a nice shot down the side of the car here as we are doing our video presentation. The panel there that drops, your rear sail panel there that drops from the roof to the rear quarters in good condition. Looks like the roof's in pretty good shape too from a paint standpoint, so all good things. Again, check out your door fitment there. The passenger side is even better than the driver's side, nice and tight. And then your door gaps there, you know, when you're looking at door gaps, you want to see, okay, are they uniform from top to bottom? And these are. And then, you know, if there's chips out of the front fender or chips out of the door, it's usually an indication that the door was hitting at one time on the you know, fender or on the door and chipping the paint. So that has none of that, so that's a great thing. We'll take a look at the passenger side here real fast. You do have your armrest there in good condition, door panels in good shape. Again, your courtesy lights illuminate when you open the door, shining onto the floor there. You can see automatic, by the way, shifter on the floor in the center between the two seats. Again, the dash pad, check that out. We'll take a closer look at that when we actually do our test drive presentation, but looks good. I mentioned seat belts in the back. There's also, of course, seat belts in the front. No car leaves here without seat belts in the front, so we never know where they're going. We want to make sure you guys pass state inspection, so there's always seat belts in the front. Passenger side front fender is in good shape. Again, I mentioned this a couple times in the video, but one more time, there is a 289 designation on the passenger side front fender, but it is a 302 in the car. Looks good. I didn't see much in the way of paint issues. You know, body lines on the car, real nice and straight. You do have a chrome mirror on the driver's side, nothing on the passenger side. Again, the window glass looks good. These Mustangs are really popular. The 66, 67, 8, and 9 Mustangs, we do very well with them. They don't hang around our showroom very long, especially one like this. It's red in color, it's got good paint, has good interior, it's good mechanically. They're great first classic cars or collector cars for somebody. You know, the V6 Mustangs and the V8 Mustangs, they're pretty bulletproof. They run fairly well. They're a fairly cheap, you know, car to maintain in the classic car industry. You know, it's not a 396 or a 454, you know, big block where they have a little more maintenance to them. These are pretty bulletproof motors, pretty nice motors. We just did a quick walk around presentation of this car, showed you the interior. Soon we're going to throw it on the lift there around the back of the building, check out what the undercarriage looks like, and then shortly thereafter we'll drive it. The reason we do these video presentations and we take so many pictures of each one of our cars is because the majority of the business that we do is done sight unseen. People like the convenience of buying from home. People do it with everything nowadays, from groceries to shoes to pants to, you know, whatever it is you're buying online. It's kind of nice to you know, get online and order something in 2 or 3 days, sometimes even 1 day you have it. It's very convenient and people enjoy doing that. We do it with cars and it's fun and we make a lot of people happy. However, flights into Daytona, into Orlando are cheap, especially when you're talking about spending $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 of your hard-earned money on a car. So I encourage you guys to come in person and buy a car from us, especially if it's your first classic car purchase. These aren't like buying a new car. They aren't like going to the new car store and picking out a brand new car. The precision isn't there. You know, these cars might have had, depending on the car, 1, 2, 3 different motors in it. They might have had 5, 7, 10 different owners. You never know. So some cars document history, other cars don't. Most cars don't. You know, these cars are 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. So I encourage you to come in person. We'll pull it outside for you. We'll let you look at the paint in the sunshine. You can rifle through the car, pop the hood, pop the trunk, open both doors, roll the windows up and down, look the car over to your heart's content. We'll gladly put it on the rack for you. We'll throw it in the air. You can check out the oil pan, the tranny pan, the floor pans. We'll let you drive it. You can see how the tranny shifts, see how the motor performs. We really enjoy doing it, and we do it quite a bit. However, like I said, most of the people, you know, if we sell 30 cars a month, I might meet 3 or 4 people face to face, and the rest are done sight unseen. So we do sell a lot of cars that way. As I mentioned, we are going to pull it around the building real fast. I got 2 racks here in Daytona Beach. We're going to throw it in the air and look at the undercarriage, and then we're going to take it out in the Florida sunshine and drive it. Underneath our 1966 Ford Mustang. Drum brakes up front. Check out the frame rails here on the passenger side and on the driver's side, both in good shape. Hopefully you guys can see the oil pan. You can probably see the front a lot better than you can the rear, but no leaks from the passenger side. No leaks from the driver's side. Bottom of the oil pan is pushed in a little. We bought it that way. We did not do that, so we're going to leave that the way that it is. It's not affecting the car's performance. Transmission pan, staring you right in the face. You can see that it's all nice and dry. Flywheel is covered. Continuing back, the frame rails on the passenger side and the driver's side both look to be in good shape. Don't know if you can see it with the exhaust system in the way, but the tail shaft seal is nice and dry as well. Floor pans. Check those out, passenger side and driver's side. So when you're looking at floor pans, you're looking for areas where the pan might have been patched. And there's no patchwork. Those are solid all the way back. You're dealing with exhaust manifolds going into a dual exhaust that's going to come out the rear there, meets at a Y section here, or I guess an X in the center, directly above the drive shaft. That all appears to be in good shape. I don't see any holes or pinholes or rust holes, anything like that. Rear frame rails look even better than the fronts. Both driver and passenger side, you can see there's no holes in those. There's no bends. Drum brakes in the rear. Leaf springs look good. Let's take a look at the drop downs on the quarters. So what you're looking for there is to see if it's packed with mud, and that's metal on metal right there. Okay. And then the same thing over here, metal on metal. So those are in good shape as well. Gas tank appears to be a newer unit. And then your dual chrome tips there coming out of the rear valance, your reverse lights. You can see the paint on the lower section of below the bumper here in the rear is all in good condition as well. It's a pretty nice car. Cash buyers. We accept certified bank check from your bank, or a more common method of payment is bank wire transfer, because usually they're the same day and we can start processing the car for shipment sooner. Generally when the buyers buy the car, they want it ASAP, so we can get it there faster with a bank wire than we can with a bank check. If you're not a cash buyer, that's okay. We have 3 different collector car lenders that will do up to a 10-year loan on our cars. The approvals start at 5 years and go up to 10. Your approval's based on the price of the car. Like a $20,000 car, they aren't going to do for 10 years. I think it's got to be over 50 grand, most lenders, to do a 10-year. But the, you know, if you get approved, 10% down minimum, doesn't matter what your score is, that's going to be your minimum out-of-pocket expense, and then the remaining balance over that 5, 7, 10-year period, whatever you get approved for. No prepayment penalty. So guess what? These cars are on the rise right now in terms of price. Both wholesale, how I buy them, and retail, how you guys buy them. They are up in value, that's for sure. So it's nice to be able to purchase a vehicle, enjoy it for a year or 2, maybe 3, turn around, sell it, and get back out of it what you paid for it. Or pretty close, or maybe even in some cases more. Yes, it can happen, believe me. We've actually sold people cars who trade them back into us 2 or 3 years later, and we give them more money than what we sold it to them for, because just the value of that particular year, make, and model is up. It's pretty amazing, pretty cool for our business to be so strong. We're very fortunate. What else? Oh, so once the vehicle's funded in full, it gets put into a pre-delivery inspection process. That process is recorded, and you get a copy of it on the keychain when the car arrives. As soon as the pre-delivery inspection is completed, we call for a truck for pickup. And generally we can have a carrier here within 2 to 3 business days, depending on where the car is going. And then, you know, it's depending on how many drops there are to you between, you know, whether it's a 3-car carrier or a 10-car carrier, whether you're in North Carolina or California, you know, that's going to be your delivery schedule. So it's generally the whole process from start to finish. From the time we take the initial phone call or email to the time the car's sitting in your driveway is generally 5 to 14 business days, again, depending on where you're located in the United States. So shipping time is probably your biggest obstacle as far as funding and us getting the car processed and out the door. It's generally 5 business days or less. So let's set this 66 Mustang on the ground, take it out in the Florida sunshine, and see how the car runs out. Inside a red Mustang, where do we want to start here? How about we start with the wipers? Those work. Fuel gauge is functioning. Full tank. We bought it that way. Oil pressure. 84,641 is the mileage on the odometer. The mileage on the title is exempt, so we do not know the true miles. Amp gauge. Temp gauge we will monitor throughout the test drive because we just started the car. Horn. We actually have a horn in this car. Turn signals. Driver's side. Passenger side. Let's see if we have a radio. No tunes. Dash pad's in good shape. Glove box area. Carpeting in the center here where the shifter is located, all in good condition. Check out the headliner, that's in good shape. There's also still photos of that on our website. Rear view mirror's nice and clear. Let's go drive and see what this 302 has. Well, Mustang's running out good. Let's let go of the wheel and see how the car tracks. Got a little tiny bit of wander to the left. Nothing too drastic. It might have been the curve of the road as well. Yeah, a little tiny bit. Nothing to really concern with. Traction is great. On, you know, the wheel, the steering's nice and tight. Put on the brakes here. Doing about 40 miles per hour. Got a little bit of pull to the right when you brake. Now, keep in mind, you know, when these cars get driven, some of them need to get, you know, broken in. That's something we'll, you know, continue to monitor. We have a pre-delivery inspection. You know, as the cars get driven more, sometimes, you know, they stop one caliper, you know, one side or the other or whatever, but let's try that again. Yeah, it's got a little bit of pull to the right when you're braking. Car runs fantastic though, great idle, zero vibrations in the drivetrain, in the powertrain, in the seat, floor, steering wheel, all of that stuff. Here we are at a traffic light, a red light. We don't have a tack you can look at, but you know, the car's not spitting, sputtering, wanting to stall out. It's idling real nice. Our temperature gauge is coming up. We've been running for about 7-8 minutes now. Temperature is starting to rise, putting on our turn signal. That's working as we stated earlier. Running through the gears here a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear, you know, on these automatics, I don't know if you can hear the tranny shifting in the video. Shifts real nice. Do have a sluggish speedometer. It's only getting, it's probably, I don't know, I have to pull out my phone, do my speedo app, but it's probably 10 miles per hour slow, which is typical in these older cars. You know, we get them, people change out parts and they put the wrong speedo gear in on a transmission, either the female or the male portion of it, and it doesn't line up quite right. But the speedometer is functioning, and it is not bouncing around, which is a good thing, because when they bounce around, typically, a lot of times, well, either the speedo cable needs to be lubed or it's in the actual head itself, which is a pain in the ass because you got to take it out and send it out and have that fixed. But speedometer works, it's holding nice and steady. We just got to get the right gear ratio in there. But car rides fantastic. No tire vibration again. Nice smooth ride. Again, these 289 Mustangs, 302 Mustangs, the motors are pretty bulletproof. They ride, you know, they perform pretty nice. Very low maintenance. It's a relatively easy motor to maintain and to own a classic vehicle. Yeah, the car's shifting. Perfect. Not jerking, not a real hard shift, nice and smooth. Again, our temps below half. Nice running car. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone number here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. That's where we're going to put this car today. The 75 to 100 photos we take of it, and this video presentation we're doing right now. At full retail price, this vehicle includes shipping in the lower 48 United States. It also includes a 12-month, 12,000-mile powertrain warranty. If we negotiate the price of the car, the prices of our vehicles are somewhat negotiable. The warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only. And then the shipping, we can help you facilitate the shipping, hook you up with our shipper. You can pay the driver directly when they arrive via check or cash. They don't do credit cards, so check or cash upon delivery. At full retail price is kind of a turnkey program with the warranty, and we take care of the shipping arrangements and pay the driver and all that stuff. And at a negotiated price, there's just a little more legwork on your part, and you don't get the benefits of the warranty. We would love to earn your business, add you to our growing base of customers, not only throughout the United States, but throughout the world. Hanksters.com is our website. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in beautiful, sunny Daytona Beach, Florida. Check us out.